cream connoisseurs, and I think Tom is probably the only person who can out-eat me in ice cream. And yeah, so I think y'all saw his photos earlier today. So anyway, we are going to make an ice cream that you can eat actually every single day and it not hurt your health or go to your waistline. So ice cream is one of my favorite foods, ice cream and pizza. So I wanted to try to figure out a way that I could enjoy that without having to worry about it hurting me or making me kind of fat, quite frankly. So this is what we came up with, and this is particularly Tracy's favorite ice cream, so we're going to make it today for him. Our base is almond milk. It's unsweetened original. Be sure you get the unsweetened kind because this recipe has actually no sugar in it. And if you get the sweetened almond milk, it has sugar in it, so that's kind of what we're not trying to do here. But if you're lactose intolerant, then you can also have this ice cream, so good news for y'all. You can use cashew milk, you can use the vanilla of this, or you can even use the chocolate. We're making cherry ice cream. So the chocolate, and pour a cup of that in there for me. It's measured right there. So the chocolate almond milk also comes in the unsweetened version too. So you just go to about right there. And so if you want to add more, make it chocolate cherry, you can certainly add the chocolate almond milk. Perfect. Then, good. So now we're doing the cherries. You can find these in your freezer section. These are the dark, sweet cherries. I get these at H-E-B. I'm sure Albertsons has them too, or whatever it's called now. But the ingredients are just cherries. This is not the blended for the smoothies or whatever else in it. It's just the frozen fruit. So we're going to add a couple packages of that. I need to go ahead and slice that open. And you're just going to add it straight to the blender. The cool thing about the cherries is these things are super, super sweet. And if you buy frozen fruit, then you're guaranteed that it's going to be sweet and in season. But just dump it in. So, but if you find the fresh stuff, it's on sale and it's in season and it's tasting really good, you can buy the fresh cherries and then yep, do both. Because we're going to make a lot of ice cream. Yeah. So you can buy the fresh cherries and then freeze them if they're on sale or something like that. But these are already pitted, and they're super handy. You have them on hand all the time. Perfect. So we've got a great big giant canister here. So it's going to hold 2 packages, and we're going to make 2 servings of this, or well, 4 servings of this. 1 package makes 2 servings. But since there's 3 of us, and got guys, they're going to eat more. So the next ingredient is going to be our vinegars. Tons of health benefit in the vinegar too. You can watch a video from earlier in the week about all the vinegars, but this is balsamic black cherry vinegar. It's super, super sweet. It's not real sour and tart, but it adds a little bit more sweetness to this, so without having to add any sugar or anything to it. So also it's going to add your health benefits to it. So the cherries, and we're just going to drizzle a little bit of this in there. And you can use as much or as little as you want to. I'm just doing probably a couple of teaspoons in there, and that's plenty, but play around with it, add what you like. The cherries have tons of fiber, vitamins, minerals. It boosts your melatonin levels, so if you eat this after supper, then it'll help you go to sleep a little bit better. It's also great for blood sugar regulation, so it's good for diabetics, and it's got tons of antioxidants, so it's good for heart disease prevention and all those good things. So you're getting lots of good nutrition in your dessert, which is a super easy way to do that. So there's the vinegar. You can stick that over there. And we're going to make ours chocolate cherry because that's Tracy's favorite. And we're going to use this brand of, zoom in closer, can you? This brand of cocoa. One of my best friends, Mariah, that's good. one of my best friends, Mariah, sent her husband to the grocery store when she was baking or something. She forgot cocoa. She was out of her cocoa powder, so she sent her husband to the grocery store, and like many husbands on the errand to the grocery store, he goes in panic-stricken look on his face and realizes that there's 10 different cocoa powders to choose from, and she wasn't specific, and so he decided he would pick the most expensive one that, most expensive had to be best, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so he ended up with this one. And most expensive isn't like $20. You're not going to go broke buying cocoa powder. But, I mean, it was like $5 compared to the Hershey cocoa one or something. But anyway, he ended up really doing awesome and kind of getting a brand that she would have overlooked on her own, because we tend to just go to our tried and true. Our moms used Hershey's, and so that's what we're going to use. But this one's super awesome because it is organic and it is 100% cocoa, and it's the real cocoa. So we know that the dark chocolate's super good for you, right? You eat dark chocolate every day.
I love dark chocolate.
And it's good for your heart. But the darker the chocolate, the better the health benefits. And so we tend to end up kind of migrating towards the sweeter chocolates that have a lot of the junk and the sugar in it. But this is the true, real cocoa, and it's not sweet, so don't think that, you know, it's going to add any sweetness to this. But it tastes really, really good, and it's got a great chocolate flavor, a lot better than any of the other cocoa powders out there that I've tried. And so you get health benefit, and it's really the best tasting one. So splurge and spend an extra couple bucks for this particular brand. It's totally worth it. And send your husbands to the grocery store without necessarily being super specific, because they will come home with some really surprisingly great stuff. So don't be scared of doing that. So we're just going to put, and you can make this as chocolatey as you want to, but we're just going to put a couple spoonfuls of this cocoa powder in here. Now, at this point we're done. That's all the ingredients that's going in, and we're ready. Perfect. Thanks, Tom. And we're ready to put the lid on it and blend it. Now, you don't have to use a Vitamix. Vitamix is going to allow you to make more at once, and it's going to really blend it really smoothly, but you can certainly do this in a regular blender. You just may have to do it in batches so you don't burn your blender up. But it totally works with a regular blender too, but we're not going to make y'all listen to the noise, so entertain while I go to the, get our ice cream out here.
We forgot the nuts?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Doing perfect. So, ta-da! We've got it blended up here, and this is our yummy, and this is our soft serve black cherry chocolate ice cream right here. And like I said, I just made one package in this blender earlier, just I don't know, a few minutes ago. And so it takes about, I don't know, 10 minutes to put all this together and blend it all up and have dessert ready right after supper. And it's a good, healthful dessert, but it tastes really, really yummy. And then you feel like, you know, you're getting dessert and not depriving yourself of sweet treats because you're trying to be healthy. And then you freak out and binge, and then we binge on ice cream when we go out of town. So this is our ice cream. You can top it off with some chopped walnuts if you want to. I like mine just plain by itself. And then if you absolutely can't stand it, this is the best or most nutritious brand of chocolate chips. If you wanted to add a few chocolate chips to the top, you certainly could. This is the darkest chocolate that you're going to find in a chocolate chip that's going to taste decent. So it's 60% cocoa. It does have a little bit of sugar in it because it's a chocolate chip, but for the most part, on your ingredients, you know, you've got bittersweet chocolate, and then sugar, cocoa butter, milk fat, vanilla. So it's not as bad as some of your cheaper brands or milk chocolate. So you can get away with just a few of these too if you want to really make it special and top it off. So, okay, you want to try your ice cream? Let me know how it is.
I came prepared.
Tom comes prepared with his own spoon. All right, cheers.
There's just 2 glasses.
Cheers. Yeah. We'll get the cameraman another one. What do you think? Pretty good?
Let's do this again tomorrow.
Yeah, so we can certainly do that. Guys, and honestly, Tom's never had this ice cream before, so, you know, we took a risk, live video, if he'd like it or not, and it seems like he does. So if you guys want ice cream, like I said, is my favorite, and we make this a lot, and I have a bazillion different fruit ice cream recipes. So if you guys, if you guys want to see all of these ice cream recipes, share and like this video so I I know that there's a demand for that, and I can do another ice cream recipe video every week or so if you like, and give y'all some new ones every time. So, thank you. Keep calm and save room for ice cream after supper tonight. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.